Monday the 23rd of May 2011, and I'm down in East Sussex, Wadhurst, just about to undertake the 12-mile circular of Wadhurst through the East Sussex Weald. Delightful area. It's a chill May day. Sunny intervals are predicted. Quite a fresh wind though. Southwesterly wind, so it's quite mild. Gusts of up to 45 miles an hour are predicted today, so I definitely need the wind canceller. I've been having problems uploading to YouTube, which is why my videos are not appearing as quickly as they used to. Not sure what's going on there, but managed to get one up on the weekend, but it's taking 2 or 3 weeks to get a video uploaded, which is not good. Anyway, book 2, walk 18. Let's press on, see what it pans out. It's the train was late, 17 minutes late today, so the 10:23 got me here about 11:30, and it's now 10:12. Wadhurst station from the Sussex Border Path. Which is what I've just crossed here, as evidenced by the first style of the walk. Had to make a hasty retreat there as a train was coming. Just 2 minutes beyond the railway, and we already have this lovely classic Weald scenery. Poppies are out, sorry, not poppies, what am I on about? Buttercups are out in abundance. Delightful. There's a reflection of how dry it is at the moment. That pond and the accompanying stream that goes with it completely dried up. Terrible. I've seen that sign before somewhere, but good that the country folk have got a sense of humour. Sun's brightening up a place a bit now. Excellent. Easy walking. First paragraph, second column, page 190. This is incredibly dry underfoot though. Normally there'd be some kind of water flowing down here, I think, in winter. You can see the trench where it would normally flow. So I dare say in winter months, as some others have described in the feedback, this could be a muddy walk, but not right now. Interesting resting point for that swallow. Battling the wind. Gone. No signpost here for Pennybridge Farm, but there is a sign there for Three Trees Cottage, so I'm turning left here, as I assume this is going to be the correct lane. Down there, and there we go, just as I'm about to start off. Lovely peacock, which can be quite vicious if you get too close to them. Delightful. Those colours. Though I'm not a great fan of this non-native predator, rhododendron does add some colour to our otherwise quite bland landscape, I suppose. But it was also a destroyer, so yeah, let's not be tempted. following the path down to Bridge Farm. There's a heron busy at work there. He's up to his middle. Couldn't get much deeper. It's picking up strong and unexposed. Even this pond, water levels dropped. Looking back towards Bridge Farm and its surrounding scenery. Classic oasts over there. There's the footpath sign at the base of the oak tree. Easily missed. Lying on its side now. And there's the footpath. Really is a strong wind today. Well, haven't encountered that before. Not only that, but they've laid on the facilities to do so. There's a brush, trowel, and there's the private drive. Well, well, well. Looks like the house previously known as the Fountain has now become Tidebrook Cottage. Either that or I'm walking down the wrong shingle lane. Well, there's the cottages on the right, so I don't think so. Some great dragonflies down there, but they won't settle. Anyway, there is water about. And a yellowhammer just up there. Sorry, yellow wagtail. Getting all my words mixed up today. There it is. Lovely setting this is. Nice peaceful riverside cottages. Just visible. Lovely. No stile at the top right hand edge of the field here. It's been given over to pheasant shooting area. So I'm guessing that we continue up ahead that way into that right hand corner where there should be hopefully a stile entering a wood. Fingers crossed. It's now 1:30. It's going to be time for lunch, I'd say. Right, having just come across a couple of walkers who were lost doing a different walk to me. This is a very nice view from the corner, so I was correct in my judgment because the stile and wood is immediately behind me. Just over there. Another lovely view from the entrance of Harewood Lodge. Interesting building over there. There is an attractive bench there. My stomach's rumbling. I think I'll press on till Mayfield. Information sheet there telling us about this Clotty well. You can research that on Google. But by all accounts it happens towards the end of March. So it's well overdue. The instructions are a little bit confusing around this point, and the collapsed footpath marker behind me doesn't help. But I think this is going to lead me to the dilapidated stile that takes me into a field. Well, that doesn't help me any because it's now been renewed since the text was written. But hopefully this is the right direction. Okay, I'm at the corner of the edge of the wood mentioned in the text, and there should have been a squeeze stile over there, but there isn't. Probably it's got something to do with this area being replanted since the text was written and they needed access. But the clearly defined footpath ahead of me here, I'm hoping leads to a gap in that hedgerow in the distance. These buttercup meadows are delightful. Some wild rose there as well. Okay, I'm stood next to the four-armed, is forewarned, the four-armed footpath marker with the yellow top. And as you can see, we're now about to follow the Weald way again, Weald walks. A lovely view from up here. Okay, it's 2:30, a bit later than normal, 2.5 hours into the walk, and I'm now in Mayfield. This is very popular by the looks of it, Rose and Crown. It's got a few outside benches, so on a day like today, should be quite popular, but it's not. Anyway, as per usual, I'm going to go and visit the old church of St Dunstan's, have my lunch up there. En route to the church, and you've got an alternative here, the Carpenter's Arms. Not much outside area though. One of those lovely village signs again. Sure, there's a history behind that symbol there. Just outside the gate of the church now. Quite a pleasant high street as well. The Middle House. That's a pub, believe it or not. Amazing. So here we are outside the very solid looking St Dunstan's, Mayfield. And I'll see if I can find a seat after that extra 500 metres walk. That adds 1 kilometre onto the journey because I've got to go back down to where I was in a minute to continue the journey. Interesting looking building just behind the church as well. It's a lovely church, really solid looking. Very large graveyard as well. Anyway, I've spied my lunch spot over there in the sun. In memory of Betty Major, MBE, 1909-1990. No relation, I wonder, to Sir John. Okay, lunch has been had with my companion here, this lovely Persian, or Burmese, one or the other. We enjoyed tuna and sweet corn today, didn't we? Anyway, got to press on. Time to say goodbye. Ciao. One final shot of St Dunstan's. Memorial to the war dead. Yep, 3:15 already. Looking like a 6 o'clock train, I'd say, if there is one. There's the history of Mayfield, derived from Old English, meaning Mallsfield. This is all on that village sign I filmed earlier. Following a speech by His Royal Highness the Duke of York at the Royal Academy in 1920 on the revival of village signs. Alright, village signs competition. There you go. What a lovely splash of white colour. It is in fact these giant daisies, but they're not giant daisies. Forgot what they call what they're called. Something else I'll have to check out. I was looking at them last night only on the nature notes of the Saturday Walkers Club website. Lovely. Strange, they're just in that particular little area. And then it gives white, which is at the top of the brow actually. And then it blends into buttercups over there. Delightful. And bits of dog rose as well. Text mentions that one of the arms is missing off this post. Obviously over the years that's been restored. Very pleasant view in here. Following this concrete path or road next to this dump car. Okay, I'm just about to enter Coombe Wood over there, as mentioned in the text, and the instructions are a little bit outdated now, as you'd imagine, because I now find myself crossing a fairway which is neither marked on the map nor mentioned in the text. Well, certainly not on the 150,000 which I'm using. So this must be relatively new. There's what's left of the old stile. So now you just simply walk through the metal filled gate, having crossed that fairway. Very peaceful walking through Coombe Wood. Lovely deciduous wood. Fantastic. Great cheer in here. Once again, had this been a winter month, this would be very, very muddy, I'm certain. Bone dry now though. The style requested when the text was written many years ago, and now appears to be here for the 80cm high fence, and along with a new footbridge. Views from a point just past Lodge Hill Farm. More fine views from about 500 metres beyond Lodge Hill Farm. About 150 metres up here. Lovely and fresh. Right, this building here was formerly known as Octagon Lodge, according to the text. It's now called Coomhurst Hall. A little bit of confusion here, but there's the footpath sign on the left, as mentioned in the text, and we turn a right here to go through Wadhurst Park. This is the view just prior to entering that deer protective gate over there. Just about to enter Wadhurst Park. Delightful. Interesting information board here. Picture there of a young deer. Don't know if you can make that out, but apparently between May and July the young are born, and they shouldn't be handled, because if they are, parents will sniff the human scent and abandon it. It's quite normal for your young deer to be left on their own for long periods of time, by all accounts, and that information is published by the British Deer Society. So there you have it. The cracking view from just inside the park. I believe the park is owned by the packaging magnate. Forget his name, a Swedish fella. Anyway, research that on Google if you're interested. Wadhurst Park. More lovely views. Great weather. Depressing thing is we've only got a month of long evenings left. It's a bit of a damper, isn't it? Where's the year gone? Crossing the railway line again, just prior to Snape Wood. Nothing coming, thank God. Very pleasant woodland walking through Snape Wood. Another example there of the rhododendron smothering everything. Interesting way to be remembered. Eric Baldock. Have a style commemorated to you. Another solid church. Church of St Peter and St Paul, Wadhurst. Yep, that is the time. And I'm running late. However, just looked at my phone and the 17:59's been cancelled. So next one's 18:29. Potentially I could get that, let's see. Otherwise it's another hour. And from another angle, it's a bit grey now, but in the distance there you can just make out Weald water, largest piece of water in the southeast of England apparently. Man-made reservoir, of course. The view from the steps just after the bench on the left, mentioned in the text. Right, it's now 7 o'clock, still at Wadhurst. Trains have been delayed due to a broken down train earlier. There's people on the other platform been here 2 hours, no announcements made or nothing. This intercom here isn't working. I've called National Rail Inquiries. They're telling me that the 1829 should be here at 1911. So rather left a sour taste to that walk, which was very good. A lovely, well, not sure how many miles it was actually. It's officially 12, but let me just check my pedometer. Yeah, once again my pedometer's saying 16 miles. So you've got to query the mileage of these GPSs, which is, I'm assuming, how the mileage was recorded for that walk. And it has taken me, I started at around 12 and I finished at about 6:45. So that's a fair old whack, as like last week. I don't think I'm getting any slower. But anyway, there's the attended hordes over there. At least my train's only, what, 12 minutes late. They've been waiting hours. Anyway, book 2, walk 18 completed.